So within Mehman Nawazi, which is hospitality, we're also serving in Islamabad. And the operations here again elaborate, as you would expect, Islamabad being the hub of the entire world for those people who are spiritually satiated through prayers behind Huzur in his presence in this beautiful place. So what is happening here? Firstly, it's all about collaboration and communication between different departments. Although Mehman Nawazi might be on the face of it, in the background a lot is happening. Resource constraints will always have to be kept in mind, because we as Ahmadi Muslim community, we've learned how to work in the given circumstances. And that reminds me of a guiding principle by the Holy Quran, that as Ibrahim alayhi salam even served strangers. So you would expect people coming here, the ones you've met before as your brothers, but some you haven't met before, and they are strangers for a start and become the most loving brothers later on. And therefore service should be with that open-heartedness, which people should go and serve them with the desire to serve at the best of our capacities. So here in Islamabad in particular, we've got, I would say, two big sections, and within each section there are subsections. There are 5 nizamas that work in collaboration here, which are 5 nizamas for Mehman Nawazi. So one nizamat being serving the regular guests who come for namaz, and on the way out perhaps they haven't had their meal, they come from long distances and they would like to stay back and have a meal with us, which is langar meal in general, and a meal that everybody looks forward to with a lot of eagerness. Then we also have, at the same time, the old basketball court has a couple of marquees set up, one for ladies or the gents, where the Tabshir Reserve 1, that is called as an Nizamat, Tabshir guests become Reserve 1 guests during Jalsa, and also central, the Markazi guests also come along and have their meal. Now, how that's different? Only because people from around the world have come in, they might not be able to tolerate the kind of spices that normally an Indian, Pakistani, Nepalese, Bangladeshi taste buds might be able to tolerate. And therefore, spice could be slightly lower than general. And that's an additional dish to be served there. So those, the Tabshir marquee has those individuals who would be eating the food there, and also those, as I said earlier, will be eating the food in Jamia, dormitories or hotel. And the food is split accordingly, and it's boxed up in Jamia then for those people who will be living in different satellite locations. Okay, so then you would expect that a very large number of people would also be those guests of Prophet ﷺ who are here to be meeting Huzur for mulaqats. And those people for mulaqat will have a place to wait. There's a marquee set up for that as well. There'll be some arrangements for basic refreshments for them over there. And then on the way in or out, they'll also have a meal if they like to have it. And therefore, there's further amount of work which is part of Mehman Nawazi. And we're extremely fortunate that we as servants within the Mehman Nawazi department are being given this great opportunity to serve the servants of the Muslim Islam, or the guests of Muslim Islam, and who are not ordinary guests. And once Huzur said, said in his Friday sermon, that when you serve a guest who is your own guest, of course there is affinity, you would serve them wholeheartedly. But somebody who is not known to you necessarily, but you're serving them only for the sake of Allah, then the blessings are twofold.